back. We're here to do your romance read for mid-month January. Now, this is a new edition. It will not be released to the main page until Mercury goes direct, although it will be in shadow. And we're going to have a look at this read in two ways, okay? One is the opportunities that are coming towards you. And the second half of the reading is those of you dealing with a current energy or currently in a relationship. But regardless, especially when we're doing shadow work, we are in that energy of Mercury retrograde, even as it goes direct. Those situations can still be playing out. So we're checking in with the energy this month in that fashion. If you do want this content ahead of the crowd, you can get it via our membership. I have added that video to the main page if you want to know which levels host what. Without further ado, let's have a look at this. Okay. What I'm saying is, now, I don't necessarily feel this is going to come through right away. I do feel initially, as we do move through until mid-month, many of us are actually, regressing back, looking at love, looking at where things stand, and trying to compartmentalize. And there's a lot of passion. There's almost this two energies coming through for you, Virgo. In one hand, you want something really deep. You feel your subconscious mind is telling you something, but it also can be the sacral chakra activation. It can be very active, very bold, especially if those of you had been feeling very tired. You're going to find as we do move to about mid-month, it's going to pick up. We're going to feel better. And what I'm seeing coming through for you is you're realizing you have more opportunities than you think, and that's especially for those of you that are single. So opportunities point going zero for singles and couples. There appears to be maybe two roads. You could be having a lot on your plate at the moment and trying to reduce that so that you can be free, so that you can be fancy free and mingle. There could be people needing on you. There could be karmic ties that you're cutting, and you're looking at life and you're saying, okay, do I go left? Do I go right? And I feel, if anything, as you become more grounded, you're going to realize that the world is your oyster. And I feel this to be a very positive thing. For some of you, there could be two opportunities. There could be too many options. And others of you, it could be that you're looking at two facets of your life. It could be, look, I'm trying to balance my life at home. I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do in my purpose sense. But at the same time, I also want to be open to love. I feel you're trying to pull the curtain and you pull things away so that you have room for that in your life. And I also feel you're not just looking at romance any longer from the point of view of that is all that there is. And I feel for some of you, it might have been in the past, you've actually lost an element to yourself inside of connections. And it's almost like I'm seeing the cross. It's like, no, I'm not going back down that rabbit hole. I'm not going back to that being. I need to actually have a sense of my own personal identity as well as try to find how I can navigate a relationship in a very healthy way. I feel that you guys, your creative ideas, your creative minds, being bold, being your opinionated self, actually having an opinion about things, especially if people are pushing you back. I don't know why I'm seeing an actual social event, and this can be somebody you have a bit of banter with, and this person I do feel is actually quite keen on you. This can be at work, it could be at a gym, but I feel there's a group of people I'm physically seeing. And there is a person, some of you, it could merely be that you're reflecting back to a time frame in your life where you were more happy and fancy free, you were more vivacious and that playful sense. But this can be somebody at the moment that you're directly interacting with in some shape or form. Could it be online? Yes, it could be. For some of you, I feel it's actually in the 3D. But you're trying to have the confidence, and it's like, I'm hearing the term the Emperor's New Clothes, and it's like you want to change something up, you want to change the way you're showing up in life, and you're wanting to be able to be your bold self without feeling somehow it's going to create cracks. So it could be coming off very vivacious mid-month. Look, I do feel there's an opportunity here, and it's sort of like I said, I feel that I'm hearing the term, how deep is your love? And I get this feeling that you're playing for keeps. You're either all in or all out, and you know that the world is your oyster. You know that there are opportunities coming towards you. There could be a bit of cockiness. I'm hearing the Rihanna song, cockiness, coming through. I feel this is positive. I don't feel this is negative. But again, your mind is on potential love, but I also see this month, some of you have your can-dos and can't-do lists. Some of you could get a little bit worried that because you have that mindset coming into mid-month, that maybe it means everything's doom and gloom. And I don't actually think so. I think you're looking at life from a more healthy standpoint of the yin to the yang, and you're looking at opportunities that are out there with a healthier mindset. Some of you could be from a shadow phase feeling, look, because of my benchmark and my needs, it means I'm not going to get what I want. But I really think it's the polar opposite. So I feel if you ease yourself into it, I do see by you raising your vibration, you're actually attracting opportunities. Now, those of you that are currently thinking about a twin flame, a love interest from the past, or you're directly in a relationship, this is the energy for you. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's like I'm hearing you want to be free to be yourself inside this connection. Some of you could be thinking, am I being the most authentic version of myself? Is there something I need to free myself from? You're wanting to be more authentic in it, but you're also thinking, like I said, very similar to the crowning energy of those of you point blank zero, single and couple and opportunities coming. There are opportunities here. There could be somebody who is bantering and being quite playful with you, as I mentioned. You also could be thinking, if this is a very toxic relationship, do you free yourself out of the circumstance? And I feel, I always saw this coming through from Pisces. I feel you're looking at life and saying, hey, I was in a hermit mode, now I'm ready to come out. It's like that grand entry. Who is that new vibration of me going to be? What is that person going to put up with? I feel you're raising the benchmark, and I feel you felt to a degree in the past, maybe you were working very hard, giving a lot into connections. Maybe there were financial restraints and there were stresses that were coming into a connection and it was causing conflict. You could have been working extremely hard and it could have been impacting the connection. But I feel you're trying to pause, and I feel you're trying to recalculate how you can navigate this whole situation. For some of you, I do feel maybe you or this other person was working quite a bit, and it was either one or the other, okay? And it felt like it swapped. It felt like 1 minute it was you, the next minute it was them. There's always been something. And I get you're wanting to pass a karmic test. You're feeling, okay, do I need to reduce? Do I stay where I'm living? Do I need to shift something about? Because I do feel there's an element here where you're wanting success, but you're looking at what you need to eliminate in order to do that. Some of you, an individual can make a surprise statement piece to you. It can be that they're wanting to get rid of an asset, they're wanting to move in with you, they're wanting to go to the next level. But I also feel my guides are showing me it's a lot about you at the moment. You're thinking about these things and what it would look like and what you would on your side of the fence need to address. I'm going to pull clarify. I feel this is circumstance that you're dealing with this month, and this could be inevitably, in order to get your goals, you're having to address something that's quite problematic or something's about to go down. This could be you feeling, look, to date, have you had great relationships? Is the connection okay? Is there a circumstance you need to address? I feel it's a circumstance. I feel there's worry and concern. There could be something to do with mother or family. Yeah, mother or family. It could be a concerning, it's almost like you're doing a whole 180, and it's like you're looking at a circumstance that had happened before and you're having to deal with it in a different way, and you don't want to go back to the old way of being. There's almost like it's the pebble in your shoe, and by addressing it, it's eliminating that issue, but at the moment you're confronting it potentially because of Mercury retrograde. I feel you're quite troubled. You don't want to be the bad guy, but you feel you need to change approach. You feel that you need to change direction. For you, it could be that you and your love interest are having issues with family at the moment. This could be with your own DNA, children. For those of you that are tuning into a twin flame partnership, it could particularly be that there's something to do with tribe and family. Could be a karmic situationship playing out. I feel you're trying to keep your cards close to your chest. You're trying not to judge it too harshly at this point. But you also, it's almost like I'm feeling like you want to pick yourself up and put yourself on an island. and you feel that maybe that will eliminate the risk. It's because you're quite perplexed. It's like you don't want to be worried. You don't want to be looking over your shoulder. You're addressing the devil in the detail with this, and it makes you feel anxious. For some of you, you can be looking at marriage, especially with the crowning energy. I'm feeling as though there's an opportunity here to take a connection to the next level. But there's also, I heard the term, do I stay, do I go? For some of you, it's not so much that you want to leave this person. You're trying to eliminate the obstacles in your path so this can be more effective. I do feel some of you are going to have a surprise revelation this month. There can be a little bit of a surprise. I think it's going to be a happy surprise, though, that there's going to be a creative solution. There's going to be an ending to a karmic cycle. It could be a little bit painful, but I feel inevitably it's going to bring happiness, okay? Some of you want to be able to have your friendship groups. Oh, I don't know why I hear that. I'm hearing you want to have your cake and eat it too, but I don't think this is from a toxic way. I think you might have really faced your shadow that, you know, how can I be in a connection and, you know, tick all those boxes as well as still be myself. I still hear that coming through very strongly. There could be a circumstance at the moment where you're wanting to relook at the contract, relook at the connection. You're worried maybe that it's going to go haywire. I'm telling you, there's a pickle here that needs to be addressed this month, and I think mid-month it's going to come up. There could be something that is pending to be addressed or pending to occur, and as it does, I do feel this obstacle is going to be removed from your path. I do feel some of you, though, are feeling guilt related to it. It could be taking you back to a shadow. What is this, please? It's something that's out of your control. It might be something on the other person's side, and you feel perplexed by it. It's been affecting the consistency and the flow, and it's almost like inevitably it has to happen, even though there could be some sadness or emotion in it. I do feel you can have some surprise windfalls that come your way. But I do feel that whatever this person is dealing with that you're in love with, I do feel something is coming to a head. So whatever that block is, it's almost like the rubble's coming down, it's moving. I'm hearing flatline, could be, you know, a passing or an ending, but it feels an ending. It really does. It just feels like an ending of a chapter, a new way to deal with it. And directly, it's almost like the road is clear. I feel whatever this is, it's going to happen very quickly. I feel it's going to be positive. Some of you are wanting to rework things so it feels that you can have more connection and commitment, but at the same time, I feel there could be a little bit of apprehension. Almost like, yeah, for some it could be embarrassment, it could be shame, it could be, do I need to address something in a conversation piece? Is it appropriate for me to do such? But I feel as you pull that metaphorical tonal out, things do turn out. Love and light, I will check in with you again for our February updates, as well as if you do want these ahead of the crowd, come through, and I'll see you during the month.